you'd done the music thing.
I was in the music.
Yes, so you'd gone to the UK, right?
No. So I learned all these things, and then I learned how to traverse those realms. So what I used to do, I would go into dream travel that I loved, and in my dreams I learned how to become a lucid dreamer. So we were taught the techniques in the books, because I was self-taught, like literally. Very rarely did I get somebody teaching me, just my curiosity. So I learned how to dream walk, and so from dream walking or dream travel or dream jumping, if you like, is where I would, and I experimented this, and that's why I know it's real, because I experimented. So I would go into people's dreams, 3 a.m. wake up, do the whole thing until you're in this realm. You say, okay, I think I'm in the realm now, and then now let yourself slip into this semi-conscious state, because you have to do that. You have to go into the theta phase of consciousness. So you're like in this dream state. It happens to us naturally. When you're sleeping, you shift between delta, which is total deep dreamless sleep, and theta, which is dream sleep. That's the one with the rapid eye movement. So I would move into that. So now, if you're conscious in the alpha phase, which is like you're conscious but in a trance, and then to bring yourself consciously into the theta phase without sleeping, so you don't fall asleep, because then that defeats the whole purpose. So you just go into that realm. So I really got the technique locked. So I'll go into that phase and say, now I'm dreaming. All right, now let's start changing stuff in the dream. So I'll change everything around me. Change the house, we'll remove that wall, take that, like literally, like I'm in control of the dream. And then I say, now I want to go into the consciousness of such a person. And I'm going to talk to them in that state. So I'll go to them and find them very, very inattentive and try and get their attention until they now listen to me. I'll talk to them and tell them, remember this, and then come back. So I was doing that. And then in the day now, to prove if it was just my imagination or I really, really did talk to someone, I would ask them, by the way, yesterday, did you have a dream? Yeah. Did you dream of me? Well, funny you ask, yes. I said, oh, okay. So that would be the end. I wouldn't, because I didn't want to tell them that, oh, actually I visited, oh, I don't know what, that would be freaky. So you just leave it at that. So I did that with multiple people. So I knew it's very possible. But again, you see, for me, I just had this inhibition, because I knew people who could actually go further and actually have sex in their dreams with those people. Yes. Now there are people who practice this. Not only will they have sex, they'll literally even emit. Yes, and those people can wake up and find they have seminal fluids.
Now the question is, what does that person get? Okay, apart from the sexual pleasure, why are they doing it? Is there anything else to it?
It's just the power.
Just the power.
The
okay,
power
I thought there was
of
another.
Well, some of them, but the truth is, in a dream, you can't really draw power out of people. You have to physically meet them to draw power out of them. So what many of these guys will do, like the papas, the fake papas, they would dream project, feign to be God, get these people sold on the fact that it's God talking to them in the image of the pastor, and that will be the first stage to what we call priming them in readiness, or setting them up. So we call it priming. So this is proper priming. You prepare a person so that when you finally meet with them sexually, they have been ready, because you've been working on their mind. So this is what these guys do. I was doing that as an occultist back in the day. So I did that a lot. And then I began to learn sigils and marks, how to create marks which can then emit energy in a particular way. So these are things, all that was self-taught. I knew the names of demons, which demons and angels to call up for what function you want to see.
You could actually call someone.
I never got one to conjure one, because to conjure a demon or an angel is no joke. There are very few occultists who can pull that off.
Oh, okay. So it's
and here's the thing, it backfires for a majority. They go mad. Yeah, mad. Because it just possesses you.
Yeah, so if you can't control it, it will control you.
No, it's not even about control. Then you are never able to control these beings. It's a lie. Those beings are very manipulative. These are beings that are 2, 3, 5,000 years old.
Yeah, they know the game.
They know the game. So they will just come and then pretend, pull you along until you're sold in, and then they just take over. And that's why so many of these people who channel end up mad. They literally go insane, because the demons just take over. So Nietzsche went stark raving mad. Like the end of his life, he was stark raving mad. Nietzsche claimed to automatic write, so he used to channel spirits to write his books. What's his name? Aleister Crowley, one of the biggest authors of these occultic books, used to use his wife. So the wife would channel the spirit of Iwas. Iwas is the one that dictated the book of the law. Okay, Iwas is a powerful Ethiopian entity. Now, what's his name? What's his name again? This guy I just mentioned. He was an absolutely insane. Yeah, Crowley. He was an absolutely insane guy. He was one of those guys who said, "I'm going to give myself over 100% to the powers of darkness, and I want to see how far that can go." He never even They used to do the craziest rituals. The wife went stark raving mad. Was in an insanitorium because of the same. So a lot of these people, you would read their stories and you see they go mad. So there are very few people who had the capacity to know what to do to control those entities. Most were just literally taken over because these are very, very brilliant, powerful, smart, absolutely cunning beings that exist in that realm. And when they find a person mucking around, they're attracted by their energy and they want to come and stick an imprint to that person. So they will find a way to displace you. And that's what makes astral travel very dangerous. Because when you exit your body, you've essentially left an empty shell. Now, there are powerful laws in the spirit realm which do not permit these beings to do anything outside of God's permission. So what they do is they get you to violate a law. So that when you violate that law or willingly call them by deception, so you willingly surrender, you have to make a verbal confession to say, "I am hereby now surrendering myself," yada, yada, yada. You do a whole covenant, you cut yourself, you do whatever. You go through a process where you do a covenant of blood. And many times the covenant must be blood and semen. Because semen and blood represent, especially for blood. Blood is an element that has got water in it, but it is also a witness, it speaks. Semen is life. It has the life essence, it speaks. The water in the semen speaks. And the earth speaks. That's why in these ceremonies you must have these elements. And to crown it, you must also have fire, another element. So you have the fire element, you have the water element, you have the earth element. And the three together become a powerful witness. And these now can be invoked to stand as a witness. And then now when you do the ceremony, then the demons now have, they're not demons, these beings, these entities now have permission. So now they can come in and take over your body. Now if you're fortunate enough, if there's such a thing, then you're taken over by an element that wants to express itself. They love talented and gifted people because they can tap into that talent. And then when they tap into that talent, those people are worshipped by followers. So all that energy in concerts, all that adoration is actually feeding the demon. But these demons need more than just that. They need actual blood. So a lot of times blood ceremonies will have to follow. But essentially, that's what happens. So those are the things that I feared. Because I knew about them. I didn't know much, but I knew about them. So I said, I am so not messing around with these entities because you can literally be taken over by them, and that's it. So it's in that stage when I went to the UK, I was doing angel calling, Now angel calling is another very, very, very powerful set of ceremonies which involve blood. I can't do that, so I failed. Because the blood is your blood. The ceremony must be carried out at specific places. You don't just do it in your bedroom. You need to, when you're guided by experts, they will tell you where the energy points are. Crossroads are very powerful energy points. That's one of several. A gate that enters into an area is a very powerful place. A door is another powerful. Now, how do you do a ceremony at 2 a.m. at the door? It's like, what's that guy doing? So, these things were stuff I was deep into when I met God. Yeah. Because I burnt everything after my encounter. encounter. So that's what I was doing. So now, having been saved these last 20, let's see, I was born in 1997, so 27 years. These last 27 years, there's so much now. I don't know if it's because of my length in the Lord. He is now bringing back to remembrance all that junk. And now when I speak as a watchman, I am not speaking from a place of not knowing. Maybe that's the reason I have such authority. That's why maybe it really bothers them. I don't know. But I say stuff that even believers are like, man, where do you know this stuff from? Truth is, it's a recall now. It's like literally the Holy Spirit is now touching my mind and then reminding me of what I knew from before. And then now when you combine that with what I know in that realm, you realize that, oh wow, okay, really this is real. So that's my occultic background. When I got saved, it was a radical 180-degree meet Jesus face to face. I had one of those really radical experiences, not one of those where people preach and then you get saved. No, beyond that, I also met the Lord. Then I had encounters with the devil, 3 of them. So that further reinforced my faith. So today, doesn't matter what happened, doesn't matter how many people have fallen in my life, it doesn't matter what bishops have done, pastors have done, I will never, they say never say never. For this one, I will never abandon the Lord because I know where He's gotten me from and I met Him.
Okay. Maybe your